Hello friends, today on Study Scripture Online, I want to take just a couple of minutes to chat with you about listening in worship. Solomon has a lot to say about worship in the book of Ecclesiastes. I want to focus on one particular issue, the importance of listening. He opens chapter 5 this way, quote, "Guard your steps when you go to the house of God. Go near to listen rather than to offer the sacrifice of fools who do not know that they do wrong." End quote. The Hebrew word for listen has a double force. It means to pay attention and to obey. Both are far more important than the sacrifices that we bring, whether they be sacrifices of praise or sacrifices of possessions. Then in the next verse he adds, "Do not be quick with your mouth. Do not be hasty in your heart to utter anything before God." End quote. Silence is golden, especially in worship. We don't know much about that, do we? We tend to get uncomfortable with even 30 seconds of silence, but God rejoices when we are quiet before Him. Take prayer, for example. I'm concerned about the nature of our prayer lives in general. Fine words seem to be at a premium, so much so that people hesitate to pray in public because they can't, quote, say prayers, end quote, as well as others. They don't know how fortunate they are. And some have gone to seed with the notion that there is nothing too small or insignificant to bring before God in prayer. I've known people to pray that their favorite football team would win, that they wouldn't get caught speeding, that they would win the sweepstakes, and all manner of other matters of questionable import. I have my doubts whether such prayers satisfy Solomon's exhortation to do not be quick with your mouth, do not be hasty in your heart to utter anything before God. We dare not translate our bold access before God as meaning license to bring frivolous things before the ruler of the universe. Several years ago, I read an interview in the paper with a Russian Mennonite who was attending the World Mennonite Conference in Wichita. He was asked for his evaluation of American Christianity, and he responded by describing it as frivolous. He said the Russian Christians desperately desired freedom, but perhaps not if the cost was to become like American worshipers. Something to think about. The basis for Solomon's warning is the infinite distance between God and us. He continues in verse 2, "God is in heaven and you are on earth, so let your words be few." God is not your buddy next door. He's not the old man upstairs. He's the infinite, eternal, unchangeable God in His being, wisdom, power, holiness, justice, goodness, and truth. Yes, He's also a faithful friend, and He's a caring Father, but He's always more than that. The conclusion to the matter is this: let your words be few. For further exploration of this topic, click the link below, which will take you to a sermon entitled "In Search of Excellence in Worship," based on Ecclesiastes 5, 1-7.